hated man scent. She rose to her feet, her head flattened, her sinuous tail twitching nervously. Through that strange medium by which animals communicate with one another, she cautioned her cub to lie down and remain where he was until she returned. Then she moved, rapidly and silently, to meet the intruder. The cub had heard what its mother heard, and now he caught the smell of man, an unfamiliar smell that had never impinged upon his nostrils before, yet a smell that he knew at once for that of an enemy, a smell that brought a reaction as typical as that which marked the attitude of the grown lioness, bringing the hairs along his little spine erect and baring his tiny fangs. As the adult moved quickly and stealthily into the underbrush, the small cub, ignoring her injunction, followed after her, his hindquarters wobbling from side to side after the manner of the very young of his kind, the ridiculous gait comporting ill with the dignified bearing of his forequarters. But the lioness, intent upon that which lay before her, did not know that he followed her. There was dense jungle before the two for 100 yards, but through it the lions had worn a tunnel-like path to their lair, and then there was a small clearing through which ran a well-worn jungle trail, out of the jungle at one end of the clearing, and into the jungle again at the other. As Sabor reached the clearing, she saw the object of her fear and hatred well within it. What if the man-thing were not hunting her or hers? What if he even dreamed not of their presence? These facts were as nothing to Sabor the lioness today. Ordinarily she would have let him pass unmolested so long as he did not come close enough to threaten the safety of her cub. Or, cubless, she would have slunk away at the first intimation of his approach. But today the lioness was nervous and fearful because of the single cub that remained to her. Her maternal instincts centered threefold perhaps upon this lone and triply loved survivor. And so she did not wait for the man to threaten the safety of her little one, but instead she moved to meet him and to stop him. From the soft mother, she had become a terrifying creature of destruction, her brain obsessed by a single thought: to kill. She did not hesitate an instant at the edge of the clearing, nor did she give the slightest warning. The first intimation that the black warrior had that there was a lion within 20 miles of him was the terrifying apparition of this devil-faced cat charging across the clearing toward him with the speed of an arrow. The black was not searching for lions. Had he known that there was one near, he would have given it a wide berth. He would have fled now had there been anywhere to flee. The nearest tree was farther from him than was the lioness. She could overhaul him before he would have covered a quarter of the distance. There was no hope, and there was only one thing to do. The beast was almost upon him, and behind her he saw a tiny cub. The man bore a heavy spear. He carried it far back with his right hand and hurled it at the very instant that Sabor rose to seize him. The spear passed through the savage heart, and almost simultaneously the giant jaws closed upon the face and skull of the warrior. The momentum of the lioness carried the two heavily to the ground, dead except for a few spasmodic twitchings of their muscles. The orphaned cub stopped 20 feet away and surveyed the first great catastrophe of his life with questioning eyes. He wanted to approach his dam, but a natural fear of the man-scent held him away. Presently he commenced to whine in a tone that always brought his mother to him hurriedly, but this time she did not come. She did not even rise and look toward him. He was puzzled. He could not understand it. He continued to cry, feeling all the while more sad and more lonely. Gradually he crept closer to his mother. He saw that the strange creature she had killed did not move, and after a while he felt less terror of it, so that at last he found the courage to come quite close to his mother and sniff at her. He still whined to her, but she did not answer. It dawned on him at last that there was something wrong, that his great, beautiful mother was not as she had been. A change had come over her. Yet still he clung to her, crying much, until at last he fell asleep, cuddled close to her dead body. It was thus that Tarzan found him. Tarzan and Jane, his wife.